Good morning, members of the press and fellow Malaysians. I'm Kongzime here on behalf of the Selangor State Government. We are gathered here to address the gas pipeline explosion that occurred on April 1st, 2025 in Putra Heights, Subang Jaya. This tragic incident has shaken our community, causing widespread property damage and injuries. This press conference is a joint effort between the Selangor State Government, Petronas Gas Berhad and the Selangor Police Department. We will now hear from our official representatives. First, I would like to pass the floor to Chief of Selangor Police, Fatima, who will provide you with further details regarding the ongoing investigations and findings from the scene.
Thank you, May. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good morning. I am Nur Fatima binti Muhammad Anip, Selangor Police Chief. Today, I'm going to share about few things that we have done as one technical team to investigate the cause of the gas pipeline explosion. As we know, on 1st April, there was a huge explosion that created a big hole in Putra Heights. We found that there were 3 pipes on by Petronas in the ground that contained methane gas or natural gas. On the one of the pipe exploded and produced a huge explosion. Under the State Disaster Management Committee, we have assembled a technical group consisting of technical agencies such as JKR, JPS, MBSJ, Petronas, JKKP, TNB, Air Selangor and Department of Mineral and Geoscience, Malaysia. The sources of authority that will be used in this investigation are from the OSHA Act, NADMA Act Number 1, NADMA Directive Number 1 and Police Act. The investigation including 2 types of investigation. The first one is from DOSH that will be led by JKR State to identify technically the cause of the explosion and also produce a comprehensive report. And another investigation by police to see if there is any criminal element, where the criminal element involves 2 categories, namely treachery and negligence. We have opened an investigation paper under the police inquiry paper, which has the power to call anyone to obtain information to find out if there are any criminal elements. On the first day, response teams, these agencies conducted search and rescue process, saving victims and placing them in evacuation centers and hospital treatment centers. The result of the investigation began on the second day of the incident after the State Disaster Management Committee held a meeting and established the technical committee. Under police investigation, it was identified that one of the directions of the investigation was the excavation work carried out around the area. It was found that the work was done to replace a sewage pipe located approximately 30 meters from the center of the explosion. We have identified the contractor, subcontractor, developer, and workers involved in using 2 machines, which is backhoe and excavator. The work was stopped on 30 March. As a result of the investigation, we found an excavator embedded in the explosion. This matter is still being investigated whether the excavation was the cause of the explosion or if there was another cause. Statement from 56 witnesses were taken, consisting of victims also or were at the scene of the incident. Statement from one of the witness, a guard who was 30 meters away from the scene of the incident, were also taken to determine whether the cause of the explosion was due to excavation activities, firecracker explosion, or another activities. So that's all from me. Next, I'll hand it over to Petronas spokesperson, Zara, who will address the specifics regarding the explosion.
Thank you, Chief Fatima. First and foremost, we at Petronas wish to express our sincerest sympathies to all those affected by the Putra Heights incident. Our thoughts are with the victims, their families, and the surrounding communities as we navigate through these difficult times. As many of you are aware, The pipeline involved in this incident was operated by our subsidiary Petronas Gas Berhad (PGB). Soon after the incident, the affected pipeline was safely isolated despite the fact that there were no signs of effect. Nearby Petronas retail stations PS Putra Heights, PS KM2 LDP, and PS Putra Bestari also closed to help ensure public safety. We are fully committed to working alongside Bomba, the police, and the Selangor state government, as well as other local authorities, to help assess the full scope of the situation, as well as support the ongoing investigation to determine both the how and why the incident and scope ways to ensure that help is provided to all victims. Additionally, our Petronas volunteers have already been mobilized to provide on-ground assistance by distributing food and hygiene kits alongside shelter and emotional support to those who need it. As always, our top priority remains the safety and well-being of the public. Thank you. I will now be passing things back to our Selangor Government State Representative, May.
Thank you, Chief Fatima and Ms. Zara. We will now open the floor for questions from the media.
How is the state government supporting the victims and families affected by the explosion?
We've taken immediate action to support all affected residents. Temporary shelters have been set up at nearby community halls and mosques, while food, medical aid, and basic necessities are being provided. Psychological support services have also been mobilized to help residents cope with trauma. We are committed to ensuring that every affected family receive the care and assistance they need during this difficult time.
Has any financial assistance been provided by the federal government, and how will it be used?
Yes, we have received 2 million ringgit Malaysia in federal aid, which will be used to support ongoing repair and recovery efforts in the affected area. This includes restoring public infrastructure, assisting displaced residents, and ensuring all safety measures are in place. Our top priority is to restore both safety and public trust in the state's infrastructure.
Are there plans for long-term support for affected families?
Yes, beyond immediate relief, we are assessing long-term support including housing relocation assistance, financial aid for damaged property, and access to ongoing mental health services. We are also working with relevant agencies to ensure affected families can return to safe, stable living conditions as soon as possible.
What steps will be taken to prevent similar incidents from happening again?
The Selangor state government is implementing several preventive measures to avoid incidents like this in the future. These include stricter enforcement of safety regulations for excavation works, closer coordination with utility providers like Petronas, and more frequent safety inspections on underground infrastructure. We will also launch public awareness efforts, and any violation of safety protocols will face firm action. The safety of our residents is our top priority, and we are committed to prevent future tragedies.
Is it true that there were elderly people who were burned in this incident?
Alright, there are two areas that we are checking right now. We got information that victims jumped into the Klang River. The river is located approximately 50 meters from the village area. Our boat has passed through the Klang River estuary area to the village area, and we did not find any bodies or victims of the incident.
There are online allegations that this investigation is not transparent. Can you guarantee that the authorities will investigate transparently and share report publicly?
Alright, there's a reason why I'm here today. As a leading agency in this disaster management, together with technical agencies like firefighters, JKR, TNB, Dodge people, and Petronas. Okay, so all the experts are here to help the investigation. From time to time, we will reveal, as today, I'm revealing about the finding of the technical data and finding of police investigation. So that's why I'm here sharing with you. I confirm that there is a land excavation work, how many people are involved in the work, and how many machines are used in the land excavation work.
Do the police accept dash cam videos as evidence?
Yes, we have received 20 dashcam videos, videos from social media, from independent witnesses. From these 20 videos, we have investigated half of the video, and from it, we meet the witnesses who were at the scene. And I urge the public who have further information such as pictures and videos to please pass it on to the police so that we can investigate further. Thank you.
Does Petronas have any plans to compensate the victims of this incident through financial aid?
Okay, question 1.
As mentioned earlier, federal aid has already been provided. However, it is in our understanding of the hardship this incident has caused that we, alongside NATMA and the Selangor state government, will be providing financial aid of up to RM 700,000 with RM 5,000 to families whose homes were severely damaged and RM 2,500 to those who experienced partial damage. In order to support the victims to the best of our abilities, we are also willing to provide more should the need arise.
When does Petronas plan to resume full operations, and what is the current plan for restoring the pipeline?
Yes, we plan to resume full operations by July 1st, 2025, pending clearance from all relevant authorities, by rerouting through the Trans-Thailand Malaysia TTM pipeline and increasing capacity at the Serdang City Gate with the help of our technical teams. Right now, PGB also has plans to establish an independent task force chaired by a non-executive board member and supported by technical and regulatory experts responsible for overseeing the investigation, monitoring repairs and restoration work, as well as reviewing and enhancing pipeline safety protocols moving forward in order to ensure full transparency and accountability.
Naturally, Petronas' reputation has taken a nosedive due to this incident. How does Petronas plan to gain back their reputation?
Safety and integrity are the cornerstones of Petronas' operations and will continue to be so. We do not have any major plans in regard to the improvement of the company's reputation, as we are prioritizing ways to help the affected communities. Alongside earlier statements, Petronas is looking for even more ways to which to provide aid, as well as keep the public informed and work closely with our company's stakeholders. We remain committed to rebuilding trust, restoring the affected areas, and supporting the people of Putra Heights throughout these difficult times.
Thank you for your questions. That will be all for the Q&A session. We appreciate your presence and your continued support in delivering accurate updates to the public. Once again, I would like to thank both Petronas and the Selangor Police Department for their swift and coordinated action in managing this crisis. Also, the residents of Putra Heights for your strength and cooperation during this time. The state government is working tirelessly to support all affected individuals, including temporary housing, medical assistance, and mental health services. Thank you for attending. Our hearts go out to the victims, and let us move forward together, stronger and safer. This concludes the press conference. Thank you for attending.